Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms, and we have the teaming up phase of Light and Darkness. It just begun about a couple of hours ago. There's still 4 days and a half to go about deciding which teams we're gonna be in. And the second part of this video is going to be the league bets, because I've done this last week. People said that they are interested to hear my thoughts about the league bets from this week as well. I'll do next week and the week after, and why not? Let's see who we're gonna team up in Light and Darkness, and let's see who's gonna win the next Osiris League games. First thing that you want to do before you go into the Light and Darkness to preview the teams, I'm just going to explain it roughly. It's very important to read this part. It's a 4 versus 4 type of event, Light versus Darkness. Your kingdom is A, B, C, and D. Only kingdoms that match a team's required types are able to apply for that team. Before the teaming up phase ends, a king can choose to switch teams as they see fit, or even create a team of their own. After the teaming up phase ends, kingdoms that do not yet belong to a team, and also teams that do not have 4 kingdoms in them, will be assigned randomly. So in the end, you will have a team. So rather you want to bother with the diplomacy or not, you will still have a team. But bothering with the diplomacy, you can actually choose your kingdoms. You probably have friends in other kingdoms. You probably people that you have fought previously in the KVK. You were allied previously in other KVKs. You know their power. You know what they can do. So those are kingdoms that you should definitely look up to. When you preview the team, it actually assigns you the letter. So A is the highest letter that you can get, meaning that you're one of the power kingdoms. Going over here, it shows you like a team list, but this is just randomly selected because other kingdoms can definitely apply to your team. So it shows you A, B. If someone has already A, you cannot apply to those kingdoms, but if someone has B, we can apply to those kingdoms, or those kingdoms can apply to us. So A with A is not working, A with B is working, C and D, they are already matched up. So they are done automatically because they are probably very low activity kingdoms. So any kingdom that has C and D, they are very low activity. So they are already having their match up. They don't need to do anything. If you go over here, you can literally search for any kingdom, or if you just want to see which kingdom have DC, 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 or B and A, this is something that you can do. You can still migrate to these kingdoms. So if there is a group of players that are actually looking to like just smash a KVK, then you probably want to look for a C kingdom. You definitely want to talk with them, and you just migrate there and you just fight with the people that are in those kingdoms or their opponents. That would be much better if you fight their opponents. You can select from the old teams. You can select which kingdoms are C. If not, you might be looking for a B kingdom if you're interested in something more challenging, if you're interested in something that is a lot more battles, more fighting, more coordination, more people in it, then you definitely want to look for a big kingdom. Usually the A kingdoms, they are Imperium, so obviously it's not something you can look into. But big kingdoms, ones that you already know who they're gonna match up with, a big kingdom to actually migrate to if you're interested in just winning the KVK, that's a kingdom you can definitely go to. And this is how you can also search your allies. You're going to the big kingdom, or you're just going to the A kingdoms. 2, 27, 30, 39, 46, 52, 59, 67, 71, 73, 75, 77, 79. Wow. So in that group of kingdoms, that's a lot of A kingdoms. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Then you have 93, 1103, 1126, 1139, 1142, 1148, 49, 57, 63, 66. A lot of A kingdoms. I mean, OMG. Definitely a lot. But there was a gap over here. There was quite a big gap. I'm not sure if you're noticing from 79 to 1142 or 1139. That's a big gap. That's only 3 A kingdoms, 93, 103, and 126. On 60, in between 60 kingdoms, there's only 3 A kingdoms. That's something. And as you go further down, more and more A kingdoms, up to 3059, and I believe it's 3060. If this is the last A kingdom, probably 3060. That would make sense. So you can either, if you're a big kingdom, you can either search for an A kingdom. If you're an A kingdom, you want to search for big kingdoms to be your allies. And easy KVK, CND. Okay, we are still haven't decided about our allies. We are having a meeting today, and definitely we are receiving offers, kingdoms that want to be our allies, or big kingdom. And we are having a meeting today at 19 UTC, and after that we're gonna decide about the allies, talk with people, and so on. So definitely stay tuned if you're a kingdom and you're interested to play. Right, now that's pretty much about Light and Darkness. Not much else to say, because that's what it is. But one thing that we can say is about playoffs, group stage round 2, because this is the excitement that is going on right now in Rise of Kingdoms. The games, the qualifiers, the matches, and our next match is going against Northern Crown. 2.6 billion. We definitely have power way more than they do, almost 1.1 billion, but it has been proven so far in the games that power doesn't really make much of a difference. You have a strategy, a good coordination. That's what makes the difference in Osiris League. So let's see what they have prepared for us, or what we have prepared for them in about 6 days time, next Sunday. What we all care about, if not league bets, am I right? Who doesn't love betting? Especially when you don't bet your own coins. We have Hall of Fame versus Snow, the Frozen Empire. Now, Snow, they managed to beat the Smash Squad, Chizgul's Alliance, and they are not really favorite in this game. So personally, I'm not sure what's wrong with this picture, because Snow won. I mean, they beat a powerful alliance or a powerful team in Osiris League. I would definitely have them favorite on the next game. For some reason, they are not favorite. At least the bets, they are not in favor for them. I would say that this is kind of a win situation over here if you bet on Snow. You have to realize that they managed to beat that alliance. They are hyped. They are going all in. All their players, they definitely gonna throw everything they have. They're definitely going to do the best they can on the next game, because they know that they can win. They managed to beat that powerful alliance. They know they have it. It makes perfect sense that they will definitely put a lot of effort for the next game. So I have a lot of confidence that NSO will actually win the next game. So I'm gonna put around 400 coins on them. I usually bet on the underdogs anyway. Now the next game, 1 AVG versus 166. Well, 166 won against NC, and AVG, they lost against us. But 166, they won. So obviously they have that frenzy, they have that hype because they actually won. So they definitely try to do better. They definitely put a lot of effort in the next game. The power difference is about 400 million, so it's nothing that crazy as the power difference. Definitely 166 is gonna do the best they can. And 1 AVG, they have to do better, because if they lose the next game, that means that they will be disqualified. So this is kind of the downfall of losing the first game in Osiris League, because you have no chances left of mistakes. You do one more mistake, you lose one more game with 2 games lost in these group stages, then you're out of the group stages. You still have one more game, definitely you can play, but that will not make a difference if you win or not. So it's very important for all the teams. The second game for all the teams that are gonna play is very important. For the teams that won, is very important to secure their second win, and for the teams that didn't won, they need that win and the one after if they want to go further. So this might be a very crazy and a very interesting game to watch. I'm not gonna place my bets yet, but I'll be honest and no hard feelings. I usually go from the underdogs anyway, because if it is to win in coins, that's the best way to do it. The next game we have BBTH and V163. Now BBTH is the underdog here, they have the power, but BBTH, they definitely won against T79, an unexpected victory and a very strange tactic with the arc that they have played. That's what actually tells me that's the reason why they have low points difference against the other teams, because of their strategy. That's a very risky strategy. So I'm not sure what to say about the next game, but I think Vietnam victory, they actually in for the win. They might just have the upper hand because they are going for more points. They are going for more points rather than just playing a risky tactic. I want to call it a risky tactic. So this game is very unconclusive. I wouldn't advise trying your coins, or maybe if you just want to bet on the underdog like 100 or something like that, that's your choice. But I believe that Vietnam might win on the next one. We have Hong Kong Legends, which they beat RX by quite some difference, 25,000 points difference. That's quite significant. RX is the LG1, the ex-LG1 alliance, going against K9T. K9T, they have proved they got what it takes to actually be in the playoffs, but again, Hong Kong Legends, apparently they are no joke. So slightly Hong Kong Legends, they are favorite on this game. Now let's see. That's weird, 13 plus 14, so they don't have a sub. So let's see how it's actually gonna play out. I'll say it's gonna be a 50-50 game. If the bets go too much in Hong Kong Legends' favor, then I'll probably bet on K9T because they will be the underdogs, just something very small. The reason I'm saying something very small is because it was exactly the game that was Snow versus Smash Squad. So what I've done, I only put 40 coins on Snow and they won. They beat the Smash Squad and I literally got about 500 coins. So how about that? I mean, what's bad in that? Like betting 100 coins and just winning like 1,000. There's nothing wrong. Same game we have over here, Rose versus UCS. I'm definitely rooting for Rose. I'm very hyped about their performance so far in the arc. They won their previous game against Zero Tolerance. They were the underdogs in that situation, and they are again the underdogs in this situation as well. Even though UCS, they managed to beat OV by a couple of 100 points literally, I actually think Rose, they have what it takes, and probably for another 1-2 more games they have what it takes to actually get further. But after that, they will probably meet the situation where the speed ups are going to be a problem, as a lot of free-to-play low spender, I mean, at this power you can actually tell, at 2.3 billion, you can actually tell that they definitely have a lot of medium or low spenders, probably even free-to-play, which are limited in terms of speed ups. Going against an alliance that spends is very hard to compete. But like I said, very nice performance from their part so far. So they will probably definitely, another next couple of games, they will definitely surprise us. I'm gonna go ahead and put something on them as well. 400 coins. I believe in them. They're also the underdogs, exactly like I said. You know, going for the underdog. C9N versus Smash Squad. Now, we are on the same situation exactly like I was explaining at the beginning. C9N, they won their game, so they are kinda in the front seat because they have one win in the bank. They need one more win and they can pretty much qualify for the next round. You can qualify with 2 wins, but Smash Squad, they have lost one game. They lose one more game and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it about the playoffs for them. So let's see how it's actually gonna end up. But it's definitely gonna be a game where both teams are gonna put in everything they can for this fight. P245 versus NC. I mean, this is a 10-1 situation. I appreciate all the players that are betting on us, but at this point you have to understand that if we win, you get like 10 coins. So if you bet 1,000, you get like 100 coins. It's not really profiting. But if you bet on NC and we lose, and those people will be super rich. All those people that bet over there, they will be super rich. Well, I hope that's not the situation, because that's not why we are playing Osiris League, to lose. So we definitely not gonna treat NC any lightly than the other teams. We're definitely gonna do the best we can to win. DSP versus GWM2. Same similar situation I was talking above. DSP, they have lost against Misfits by 1,000 points, so very marginal win. But GWM2, they beat 96 RZ by quite a difference on points. So DSP, they need to give the best they have on the next game, because if, like I said, if they lose one more game, that's gonna be it for them. GWM2, if they win one more game, they have 2 wins. They pretty much sealed off, or close to sealing off, their qualification for the next round. MFLD versus 96 RZ, again, they are fighting for qualifications for the next round. Pretty equal games, hard to tell on this one which one to bet on. I personally wait on this type of games until the balance shifts in terms of betting on one side too much before I decide to actually bet on. So if I could bet on NC, but I doubt it's gonna let me, that would be probably the most logical bet to do, because it's a 10-to-1 situation. If you bet 100, you win 1,000, or you just lose 50. So there's nothing crazy about it. We have NB2 and 89PX. Now NB2 won, 89PX won as well, if I'm correct. Yes, by not a lot of points, I have to say this. So that was definitely a crazy close game. NB2 won by about 6,000 points versus TX46. So definitely NB2 is showing a lot of commitment on this Osiris League. I would say that it's a 50-50 game. Both teams are fighting for the right to qualify next. So it's definitely going to be a game that you might want to root for, you might want to check for. Definitely going to be a very close and crazy games. I mean, all the games for that matter, TX46 versus Sons of Destruction, they both have one loss. One more loss for these two teams, and that's gonna be it. So very, very important for both teams what they're gonna do next. If they want to qualify, they need to win. So they'll definitely throw in everything they have. T79, they have one loss, and I don't remember correctly what happened against Necessary Evil. T79 is the least favorite on this matchup, but I definitely believe they can make up some of the mistakes they had on the previous games against BBTH. Well, we're about to see if they can actually recover from that. But definitely Necessary Evil is a very strong alliance. So let's see how the things are gonna go between them. They are both fighting for survival. Same situation about RX and GOGT. Both teams, they have one loss so far, so they can still go further in the Osiris League, but they need to win. So I'm expecting again a crazy game, 50-50. Hard to tell which one is gonna win. Zero versus OV, same situation, because Zero lost and OV lost as well. Very, very surprising from Overlords, the fact that they lost. We are definitely in for one crazy games, although let's see what Zero has actually prepared for OV. If they actually beat OV, that's gonna be it for the ex-champions or the champions of the season 1. They will be done. So that's definitely gonna be a crazy match that also you want to check or root for if OV is actually gonna win against Zero Tolerance. If I would have to bet, I'll probably bet on Zero Tolerance, some coins, maybe 100 or something like that. I will decide later on. Let's see how much the pool is gonna shift left and right. JWM versus NCB. That's gonna be a very interesting match, but JWM pretty much demolished everything they ever met by quite a large significance, even an alliance like Bob Lifestyle. Definitely GWM is the favorites on this game, unless NCB has prepared something very, very spectacular for GWM, We're about to see that. We've seen UCS beating OV. So again, that was a very crazy match. Never know. We have the Azuras and Bob Lifestyle. Now, this is kind of a 50-50 game if you want to ask me personally. Both teams, I believe they have one loss. And they are fighting for survival. One more loss on each of this team and they'll be lost. So there's quite a few games that so far is actually worth betting on. Zero tolerance if you want to take your chances, but they lost against Rose, the Red Rose Empire, which were the underdogs in this situation. Let's see how this game is going to play. But if you want to bet, I'll definitely bet on Zero. I'll definitely bet on NCB. The underdogs team, that's the best way to bet on. Because if they win, if they surprise you, you'll make a lot of coins. T79 is also a valid contender for that. Sons of Destruction as well. 89 PX. So you always need to check how the balance is keep shifting. And that's the best way to bet. NC, Chisgo's Mass Squad, depending on how the balance is shifting. K9T, BBTH, 166. Rose, like I've done it over here. Definitely people are rooting for UCS because they beat OV, so it actually makes a lot of sense. Snow, I'm not sure why the balance is shifted so much on Hall of Fame. I have no idea. But anyway, coins for us. I'll decide later on how I'm gonna spend the rest of my coins and bet the rest of my coins. But like I mentioned on my previous video, I usually like to keep like 60% of my Oryx. Because in the end, you want to make sure that you at least have enough coins to buy the essential. If you do make some coins, that's fine. But just risking everything every single time, I don't find that very, very profitable. I want to go without chances. I want to make sure that I can buy at least the stuff that I want to. Right, yo, now that's pretty much about this video. This is your boy Johnny signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care.